Yo, people. What we saying? What we spraying? Back again with another stream, yeah. And my bad for being late, yeah. But I had a mad thing happen, yeah. When I tell you a mad thing, yeah. Imagine, man's in the shower, yeah. Yo. Just minding my own business. Minding my own business, yeah. I look up, yeah. Oh my days, Peter Parker, bro, right above me, Spider-Man. Yo, this thing was wham. Oh my god, this thing was weighty, bro. Like, if this thing ran into you, yeah. By the way, it's game over, bro. Yeah. Remember Eight-Legged Freaks, the film? Yeah. It was crazy. So had to be removed, bro. I had to know it was removed. Yeah, I had to know. I couldn't go the rest of my day without knowing, yeah, that thing had lost its life, bro. So I went down and I got the Hoover, yeah. By the way, I thought, yeah, you know what? Hoover, Luigi's mansion, man's best friend. Cool. Yeah. I immediately went, yo, not to my brother's door. I went, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, you see me? Yeah, I think I have this feeling that it's gonna leap at me. Yeah. So I've showered today. If you want to shower today, you're gonna have to get rid of it, blood. I won't lie to you. Yeah. So yeah, me and my brother there. We had the pattern in it. The pattern was he's gonna attack it with the Hoover. If he misses and it falls on the floor, me and my 6'5" self, I was gonna leap and jump on that blood clot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But people, we got through it. Yeah, we survived. Yeah. So if you're not gonna like the video for me, like the video, yeah, for the spider that's in the sky now. The spider, he's in the sky now. He's in the or she could have been a she. They're in the afterlife right now. Yeah. So something that for that, this thing was wham. Yo, it wasn't a joke, bro. You see me, I don't do spiders, bro.
Yeah, I'm shook at them still.
Don't do spider, bro. I'd rather bust the corner, yeah, and see a bunch of hooded up man them with ballies on than walk into my bathroom and see a wham spider. I won't lie to anybody. So, yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that one. Don't know about that, fam. Don't know about that. A bit wild. Big up the chat though. Big up Hooks, my G. Well gone for me. So I'm late, man. Mondays I just got to pattern up a few things I got, you know what I'm saying? I just got to always try and... But man, this is man's show. Man's got to try and get it for 10 on the dot, you get me? But it's a tricky one. But man's here. We're here Mondays, isn't it?
Today it was my bad. Today it was my bad, didn't it, car? Man looked up in the shower and saw the beast, bro. So today it was my bad, didn't it? So I got caught off guard, didn't it? But people, make sure you are liking, make sure you are subscribing. Oh, by the way, yeah, we're moving pretty quickly, innit? You man are doing sick stuff still. We're on 5.231k, innit? So let's get to 5.3k right away. Obviously, Fams on TV just hit 3k, so carry on going over there, showing them some love. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, you can become a member. You can become a certified Shinobi. Support your boy. Obviously, grab me a coffee as well. Support your local, friendly neighborhood YouTube man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to America next month. So all them extra memberships, all them extra super chats, they will go to a good place. You know what I'm saying? Big up. Abdullah, big up AFC always. Hooks, big up, pick up line like Arsenal, our stuff. Oh, I might run that bar when I'm in America still. I big up Super Mikel. That photo was crazy. Big up Andy Callie, my brother. Big up Zane. Hooks, I didn't even know this. The window's open. I didn't even know that. So if the window's
know that either.
Yeah, if the window's open, I expect to see some activity real quick, real fast. And to be
fair, immediate, like tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow, no, tonight, bro.
You know what I'm giving today. I give them today to have a conversation. I mean, it's Monday. Tomorrow, I want deals done. You should be but all day to get deals done. You got 24 hours. You got a whole 24.
We're fairly close, though. You know what? Yeah. Now that the window is open, I guess we'll actually find out if we actually have signed Zubimendi. No, surely. But you know, they're saying that it's done. Then we should find out.
That's coming from what we class as reputable sources, and I don't care about that.
Yeah, I hear that. I do hear that.
I really don't care. I can tell you, I know people in the football world, and their sources are far more reputable, and things change every minute. I can tell you, like this guy's signing for Chelsea today. I remember when Hector was signing he was going to sign for one team, and then he went to Chelsea in an hour.
That's mad.
You get me?
Even Willian, Willian all did his medical with Tottenham.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, a certain like some of my brethren are football players, and if I talk to them and they tell me things change, like if they're changing it there and then, how's a guy that's a Twitter expert going to be able to change it, get the information in time?
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
It's like me and you. It's like me and you. I know what you're doing day to day. But if there's a third source that's getting it, where's he going to get it from? He's got to get it through third party information. You're getting it way late.
Yeah, I forgot D is tier 1 with this football thing and tier 1. You know, he got the inside. Yeah, don't worry.
Not with.
You signed in your career. You spoke to his agent.
I'm meant to know who Arsenal signing. I don't know no one like that.
You spoke to his agent.
Oh, bro. Please don't start.
The big up, man. I hope, and you know what? Yeah, I think it was Saka's older brother put it. Yeah, you're right. Hoovers don't kill spiders. However, if you leave the Hoover on after you get me, because you got to realize, you're swiping them with the Hoover in it, so their legs are getting mangled and dangled to the side, just like I wear my bangle. You know what I'm saying? Big up DWE, man, that know that bar wavy. And then you just leave the Hoover on a bit, and then it can't get back out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bun them, man. Still, you know what I mean? It is mad how rivals are still obsessed in it, but don't worry, we're gonna talk, bro. We're gonna talk. So obviously, big up Jay Simpson, Hooks and D. You're still not gonna win. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what? We're gonna have plenty of time across the summer to talk about whether we're gonna do stuff or not next season. And like me, I can't think that far ahead. That's way too far ahead for me. And like, technically, this season ain't even over yet. It's only over for us, innit? So I'll start worrying about what we're gonna win and that when we get a bit closer. But obviously, before we do get into it, just real quick, what was your thoughts on the game against Newcastle? Because from my perspective, I didn't like that first half, man. Like that first half was like, we dominated it in terms of the ball, but they were definitely the more dangerous team for some reason. And I don't know how he got man of the match because fair dues, he made a lot of good saves, but a lot of those saves that he made came from mistakes that he made. Like the fact that he was even making those saves came from that he was making when he was trying to play out from the back. So I didn't like that game. I do think that when we came out in the second half, we was on them differently, kind of like the Liverpool game. And then I think the last 10, 15 minutes of the game, they was trying to find their way back into it. But overall, I would say that Arsenal were kind of lucky. I think we was kind of lucky. We was actually kind of lucky that Isak wasn't available as well, because I believe if Isak was playing, we probably lose that game. That photo's cold still. It's cold.
Yeah, you need to grab that.
Yeah,
I think you know what I think about this game. I think people have been a bit disingenuous. I think this is probably one of our worst performances of the season. I'll be deadly serious. This is one of our worst performances of the season. There's no two ways about it. Like Newcastle battered us. I don't like this whole thing of I'm happy what we showed fight in the second half and all of this stuff. Bro, we should have been 4-0 down.
Yeah.
Like no debate about it. All this Raya saved us. Raya didn't save us. Raya put us in trouble all game. Like all of this Raya saved us. Rubbish. That's like what people say. Oh yeah, Donnarumma. When they say Donnarumma, oh yeah, but they bought Donnarumma to save us, to save them from those positions. That's the whole point. So when Donnarumma is saving PSG, that's why you buy Donnarumma, to save him. We didn't buy Raya to put us in trouble, then get us out of it. You put us in trouble first.
Yeah, he
Bare times. Bruv, I'm telling you, that is the worst performance of the season for Arsenal. Not only is it the worst performance of the season, we got slaughtered. I don't know where. We're just lucky that we've got a couple of stand-up players like Rice and Saka that can get us out of sticky situations. We need 5 of that level of character. We don't need 2.
I think Saka had a quiet game as well.
Saka had a quiet game, but he can't do it on. He's not a player that takes on 4 or 5 man, is he? He's a type of player that he's a clever player that kind of needs the space and kind of picks and chooses. He can't do anything if you got a guy called like Odegaard that just gives you the ball and says go do something. That's all Odegaard does. Odegaard can get the ball to him and he just gives him the ball. Odegaard does nothing else apart from giving him the ball. That's not enough. That's not enough, bruv. Like that's the worst performance by a mile this season. One of the worst performances this season. We should have been, bruv. It's easy to come out the win and think, yeah, we won. Now we're going to next season, bro. If we should be 4-0 down in the first half. Yeah. It's the same. It was exactly the same as PSG. The PSG game, the first leg, when we should have been about 3-4-0 down. Exactly the same. Same as Liverpool first half when we played Liverpool at Anfield. We should have been 4-0 down.
No way. Oh, do you know what? It's funny that you mentioned Odegaard, yeah, because I remember like when I was watching the game, yeah, I saw your tweet, yeah, and I was so shocked to see you tweet it. Because usually you get back these guys to the ground, but have you had enough of Odegaard now?
Yeah, I've had enough of him.
It's slightly annoying. It's slightly annoying, isn't it? Like
this is how much I've had enough of it. Yeah, me and my brother, we're both like what they would class as top gooners and Arteta or whatever. As you know, you met my brother, you know what he feels in it. Like so that's how we think. Yeah, like we like what he's doing and we stick to the point. Yeah. But the problem that we have now is I'm starting to see things that show me that, like, do I believe that with Odegaard in the 10 that we're almost guaranteed to win the league? Do you get it?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if we're guaranteed to win the league. Odegaard's making me feel like we're not guaranteed to win the league with him there because the way he's playing shows me that, like, when we come up against top players and top teams, you can't do the things that I need you to do. So I'm starting to get to the point where I'm thinking, would I even rather Havertz in the 10 next season than him? That's how I'm starting to think. Like I wasn't thinking like that before, but I'm starting to think, would I? Hold on a minute. Should Havertz, if we get a top striker, it's not that Havertz is a better like number 10 than Odegaard. He probably isn't. But I know with Havertz, I'm gonna get some goals.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know with Havertz, I'm going to get some goals. I'm going to get some defensive ability. Like Odegaard can't shoot. He can't take crosses. He can't take corners. He can't defend in the box in terms of height and stuff. His game is based on controlling tempo and dictating play. If he can't do that, then there's nothing that I need you to be starting and to be the main man creative for if you can't do the creative part.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And Havertz is the type of guy that is nowhere near as creative as Odegaard. Havertz should be on the bench. But one thing I know I'm going to get with Havertz is I'm going to get some goals.
Yeah. You're going to get goals as well.
If Havertz was playing in the 10, and we wasn't our main striker, you scoring 15 goals a season, you're all of a sudden a brilliant number 10 all of a sudden.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah. That's if he was playing 10 and got the goal return and I guess assist return that he's got this season and last season, he looks like he's statistically a much better player. Like he's seen in
You're one of the best 10s out there. If you're a number 10 and you're getting that level of return, and there's no doubt about it. If Havertz is playing in the 10, he will get similar amount of goals. That's just yeah, but he's just that way inclined to be in the right place to that we might not be as slick on the ball, but we definitely will be getting. We've got more threat from corners with Havertz in the box as well. We've got more threat from all of that stuff that we do, that set piece stuff. Havertz is a big part of that. So I'm telling you now, if Havertz is in the 10, he carries on getting 12, 15 goals a season, guaranteed in all comps, guaranteed. So I'm starting to think, should I just have Havertz in the 10 just so we've got another goal-scoring player on the pitch? Because Odegaard's not scoring any goals.
But then I agree with you. I would actually like to see Havertz play in the 10. Like, I'm not saying start in the 10 or anything like that, but the position where I want to see him play next season is in the 10, in some sort of like shadow striker type role, in it. Like sort of like how Bergkamp, like it was 4-4-2, but Bergkamp played behind Henry, and Bergkamp would, you get me, get goals. That's the kind of role that I want to see him play in. However, the problem that we face doing that is that Declan Rice he's not a creator. Like Declan Rice is that guy that he will grab you the 10, 15 goals as well. So we'll have an 8 and a 10. Okay, obviously aside from corners, because obviously Rice can still create and dead ball scenarios. But outside of that, you will have an 8 and a 10 who they're not really creating their scoring. Now, don't get me wrong, that's not a problem if you have like I don't know, someone like, if you have Zubimendi behind them, he's someone who he will create from deep. Like Partey can do it, but as of recent, and I noticed it in this game as well, like Partey is starting to second guess quite a lot, just playing
the ball to Odegaard. I was gonna say that he's getting to the point where he doesn't really just fizz that ball to Odegaard randomly anymore. He used to do it all the time. When Odegaard's playing well, he's the hardest player to mark. Because he's in that space, you just can't get anywhere near him. But unfortunately, the problem that we have right now is the pressure that's on Arteta to win something next season is so great that we don't have time for Odegaard to get his form back. Do you get it? So now what we have to do, we now have to start putting character and goal scorers on the pitch just to make sure we get through games guaranteed. It's a shame to be in that position, but it's just what it is. And one thing I do know, Havertz never hides.
Never.
He never ever hides. He gets a hard time and a hard stick, but he's one of them guys that no matter what, he's definitely stuck up to his word, and will be there when we need him to be there. And he's a man of character and stature. He's one of them guys that will turn your opinion. And if he's not the main man in the team, he's going to be a big second player. He's just like, you know, you got like the stars in your team. So in the team, you should have Saka, Rice, those type of guys. Havertz, if he's not the star man, he's the second rate man. He would be top drawer. I'll take him all day long as a second base player, the second level of players in your team. That's as good as you're gonna get. And unfortunately,
I think he works off confidence though. So I agree with you in the sense that he will probably fall into that second category. You feel like he's something that has like the potential to move into that first category. Definitely. Like his confidence and how he's playing.
Definitely. Havertz, he was getting slaughtered at the beginning of last season or whatever it was. He's come through. No one looks like we miss Havertz all of a sudden.
Yeah. Did you notice we pressed him when he came on as well?
Well, we miss Havertz. Like he's a type of player that you'd be like, no matter what happens, he's always going to be in and around the mix.
Yeah,
he's always involved in something. It's like Declan Rice. Declan Rice is one of them players. Didn't even have a good game yesterday, but he's one of them guys that can step up when it counts.
Yeah,
you can't teach that character and that stature. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately for us, Odegaard is the opposite of that.
Yeah,
you get it? He's the opposite of that. Martinelli has got that character, but he hasn't got the quality. You see it? So. What we have to do, we've gone past like the playing football and being a good team and stuff like that. We've already got that, but we now have to just put characters in position. So that's why I said before, I'd rather have Rashford on the pitch than Martinelli, because I know with Rashford, when I need to, I'm going to get some goals. Do you get it? I'm not really too worried about the style of play anymore. Right now, I need Gyökeres up front. I need Havertz in the 10. I need Saka on the right. I need someone that goal scores on the left. All of a sudden, I've got 4 players that can score goals.
Well, truth be told, if you was to, and I guess it's just in the scenario where you say Havertz is playing the 10 and Rice is playing the 8, you kind of lose your creativity in the middle. So someone like a Rodrigo on the left now makes more sense, because now your creativity comes from the wings.
From the wings.
So you have Saka, and so we'll basically have the large, and don't get me wrong, Rodrigo will get goals. He's going to get goals in it. But
he'll get goals. He'll get goals.
A lot of our creativity will come from out wide, and a lot of our goal threat will come.
But you, let's look at it properly. Let's look at it carefully. When we looked at, say, when we played Newcastle yesterday, who's the creativity in their team? They don't play with a number 10 like that.
Yeah, you're right. But I would then look at like people like Harvey Barnes and Gordon. Like,
but them are not creative players. I'm talking about I'm talking about taking out someone like Odegaard, who is seen as a real creative player, and putting in someone, that can put ball in the net. That's all Newcastle have got. Newcastle play midfield 3 of Bruno, Tonali, and Joe Linton. Tonali and Bruno are 2 creative players in the 8 and the 6 respectively. Joe Linton plays in the 10 kind of. He ain't no creative mastermind.
Yeah, no, he's not. Neither is really.
They're 2 wingers, Gordon and Jacob Murphy.
Yeah.
Where's the creative masterminds there?
But then that goes to coaching. It then becomes a coaching.
It goes to putting the players on the pitch that when you need to can do the job that needs to be done. I'm telling you now, if we had Rodrigo left wing, Saka right wing, Gyökeres up top, and Havertz in the 10, that's 4 players that are guaranteed to get you roughly 20 goals a season. You see them games where we're not playing so well, and the tick-tacker stuff and all that stuff's not working so much, guaranteed we win most of those games purely because these guys can go and get goals.
Yeah.
It really is as simple as that. We're playing against Newcastle. All their players can get goals. All of them. If they play with Isaac, Murphy, Gordon, all 3 of them score goals.
Yeah. I mean, and it's kind of weird, right? Because they don't play in a similar way to us. Like they play on the transition. Like they're always looking to break on you and just they're mad direct. Whereas you would think we would have more creative players, especially the system that we play. Like we're not looking to be direct. Like we're looking to keep possession, keep the ball, don't lose.
But that's because we've got a player like Odegaard. That's because we've got Odegaard. That's the reason. When we've got Odegaard in the team, it means that you're going to play a creative way, because you've got an attacking midfielder that doesn't score goals, that is purely about creation. Do you get it? It's like having it's equivalent of having a David Silva in the 10. You put David Silva in the 10 because you know that he's going to be the creative outlet. The difference is between David Silva and Odegaard is David Silva is creating for 10 years.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Odegaard is creating for 3 months.
Yeah.
You understand? If Odegaard was doing what David Silva was doing, then our team, you'd be like, okay, I can take away the goals from you because you're the heartbeat of the team, and the rest of you guys go and get the goals. But this guy here is the one that you give the ball to. We can't do that with Odegaard, because Odegaard doesn't even create anywhere near the level of that. Odegaard's not even creating anywhere near the level of Palmer.
You don't even need to go to Palmer. You can actually go.
But Palmer's not even playing well, and Palmer's doing. Odegaard's not even creating anywhere near the level of people like Gibbs White.
I like Gibbs White, so I don't see
no,
that.
I don't.
Oh, you don't? Oh, I like Gibbs White.
Not at all. I'm saying Odegaard at his highest, is a more creative player than all of these guys.
Yeah.
But his level fluctuates so much that it's unreliable for me to say, yeah, you know what, next year, can't wait for Odegaard. Let's wait for Odegaard to get his level. You can't rely on that.
I was gonna say, because you said Palmer, I said you don't need to go that high.
Them guys are better.
You're that Brentford brother. That Brentford brother.
Them guys are naturally creative guys, and they're not goal scorers. They create. They're the guys that dictate the tempo of games. That's what Odegaard is. He's a tempo setter. If he's not setting the tempo every game, it doesn't make no difference. It doesn't help us.
I don't even think he's I'm starting to think that like we don't even really have a setup at the moment where we need a player that like tries to dictate the tempo or control the tempo. Like I don't think that our team has that kind of quality. I always feel like if you have players that control tempo, then you need to have players that can take advantage of that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we have players that can take advantage of that. So all we're doing is controlling the tempo, but it doesn't get us anywhere. Like so, by that fact, we actually end up losing the tempo because you can't in football. You're not going to have the ball all the time. You're just not. It's just not going to happen in it. So, and what I find, and it's happened a lot this season, is we control a lot of the tempo, and then we just they just break on us, and then we
But
just concede.
Do we though? Like yesterday, for example, I didn't feel in control of that game at all. Like everyone keeps saying that we have more possession and stuff like that. I'm telling you now, that game was controlled by Newcastle. That game was not controlled. The second half is a different kettle of fish. You know what I'm saying the second half is different, but the first half, yeah, we just had the ball. We didn't control the game.
Yeah,
there was zero creativity coming from our players. We had no idea. We had no shots on target. The only thing we had was a corner that Partey headed and Pope saved.
Yeah.
That's all it was. There was nothing else. First half, bro, the first half, we could have been 3 to 4-0 down.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the honest truth. The reason why we could have been 3 to 4-0 down is because our creator, we've taken away a goal scoring midfielder and put a creator there, but our creator's not creating.
Do you think do you know what? Yeah, just to kind of bridge the conversation, because I don't know if you've seen, you've probably seen it, but Josh Kroenke actually came out and made a pretty bold statement in it, and he basically said, I think it was in the what is the match day booklet thing? I can't remember what it's called, but
the program.
The program. There we go. And he basically said we plan to invest to get behind winning and doing better next season.
About that. Just invest. I don't care about you making statements. Listen, you see all these statements and all that, yeah? Do all these statements and all of this stuff, yeah? That I don't give two flying fucks. Stop. I don't care about your statements. Don't tell me a damn thing. Just go and do it, bruv. I'm not interested. You got players out there that we can buy that are already available that you think, you know what, it's time for us to go and take it to the next level. You got too many people. You got too many people that are already making issues about anything. Too many people are making issues about everything. You know what I'm saying? That we can't be sitting there and a man comes out and he starts saying, yeah, we're ready to invest to win. Did we ask you to buy the club? Did we ask you to buy the club, fam? Who asked you to buy the club? Did we ask you? Did anyone say, yo, we need new ownership? Well, we can't. We need some. Did we ask you to buy the club? We were fine. We were fine where we were. We were winning trophies. We were winning trophies. We had plans. We knew what we were doing. We didn't ask you to buy the club. You decided to come and invigorate yourself in our business. We were fine living our life, doing what we did. You come and started invigorating yourself and started buying shares bit by bit over time. And then you started owning the club. So if you're going to own the club, this is what comes with the fan base. The fan base is toxic. It comes with it. This is what it is. So you better deal with it as it comes. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Don't come and start giving us statements, because the fact of the matter is this. In January, when we were in the Champions League and we were in the Premier League race, you had a chance to buy basic players, not the best players in the world. I'm talking about, you could have just gone and got Liam Delap. It would have made sense to me.
Yeah. Anyone.
40, 50 million. Go and get Liam Delap. Now we've got a striker to go and start putting the ball in the net so we can maybe win the Champions League. Sometimes you might only get one time to win some of these trophies, you know. You keep thinking that we've got forever. You might only get one time to win these trophies. And someone like me, I have really stuck by these lot.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
So you had all this time. You had the Jesus injury, Saka injury, Havertz injury, all at the same time.
Yeah. Jesus and Saka actually got injured before the January window as well.
Do you know what I'm saying? You had all of this time that you should have gone and got some striker that we needed to go and put some balls in the net and help out the front line. What did you do? You lot left it. Marino's playing up front.
Yeah.
That's what happened, bruv. So now, all of a sudden, now you want to start putting statements in programs. I don't care about that, bruv.
I think a huge problem that we have within our fan base, and you know what, I won't say it's exclusive to our fan base, but obviously I notice it more in our fan base because I actually pay attention to the Arsenal fan base, is that we look down on a lot of players that actually could come in and do a job, and I feel like that kind of feeds upwards. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up not signing someone like Gyökeres, because so much of the fan base online are actually saying, oh yeah, Gyökeres, if he signs, it's the end of the process, and Gyökeres doesn't fit the way that we play, and yada yada, and it's the Portuguese league and all of that. Like, I feel like
that.
I feel like I feel like the fan base, I don't think they realize that they actually control like a lot of the narrative. And even if you just think about it, like look when in January, when it was like, it came out like, oh, Arsenal could get Watkins. Look how much of the fan base didn't want it. Well,
yeah, this is yeah, exactly. You're absolutely right. That's foolishness, because the facts are there's a plethora amount of players that can go and help this team and get us. If we had Watkins for the last 2 years, we would have won the league at least once. I'm certain about that.
Yeah,
we would have won the league at least once. If we had Liam Delap this year, we might have got further in certain respects, because there's certain competitions that we just could not put the ball in the net. So now when it comes to the end of the season now, where we've had a good season, we finished second. Yeah, we've had a good season. We're still at the top table. We're still there. The issue that we have now is that next year, what are you going to say? We can finish second 4 years in a row.
That would be so crazy. That would actually
it gets to the point now where it's like, I look like an idiot because I'm supporting someone that I believe can get us over the line, which I still believe he can. But then all you're doing is showing me that you can't, because some of the things that people say I don't even realize. Like, I'm there supporting the club, and then you'll be on the stream with someone will say, yeah, it's been 5.5 years, no trophy. And when I first heard that, I was like, what are you not talking about? I wouldn't even think I was whatever, man. And then I thought about it. Well, is it really 5 years, no trophy? But you know, that takes you from 30 years old to 35.
Yeah. I didn't even think like that. I actually wasn't in my 30s when we last won the trophy.
I wasn't even thinking like that. I didn't even know that it was like that. I didn't even. And I thought, okay, cool, no problem. We're still competing at the top table, whatever, cool. This year comes, I'm supporting the team. I'm still feeling like it. Top Gooner, as we all know, yeah, whatever, cool. Gets to January, it's all cool. I'm thinking, yeah, we're definitely. Me and my brother are saying, when we're arguing with people in group chats, I said, we're definitely signing someone. Don't worry about us. No one got signed in January. I'm like thinking, what's going on here? No one signed in January. That's weird, but cool. Gets to the end of the season, we lose to PSG. Happens. We play yesterday against Newcastle. These things happen. We finish second again. Now all of a sudden, I'm listening to the speech. I'm watching all the players hugging each other. Listening to the speech. Everyone goes off, and I'm thinking, right, you lot better sign Gyökeres today. Do you get what I'm saying? You don't need to sign him now, because this is the same thing again. Like, Crystal Palace won a trophy. Tottenham and Man United are in the final chatting shit, but they're in the final chatting crap. Newcastle won a trophy. Man City were in the final. Liverpool won the Premier League. Liverpool should never have won this Premier League.
Yeah.
They should never, ever have won this Premier League. Liverpool, to me, every time I watch Liverpool, I thought they were terrible. I'm not going to lie to no one. I thought Listen, because the season's over, I can say it now. I thought that they've been crap all season. I thought they were rubbish, but I didn't think the only thing I thought about them was two players, Van Dijk and Salah. I just thought, yeah, them two, yeah, of course they're good. But everyone else, I just thought, but this team's terrible. I cannot believe they won the league by about 20 points.
Yeah, it's actually insane.
Liverpool crap. But I'm telling you, they're rubbish, bruv. They're winning games, getting women by games. But at the beginning of the season, ask Dean. Dean was thinking that they were awful. Liverpool are rubbish, bruv. They are not that good. And they won the league by 20 or 30, 20-something points.
Yeah.
Get out of here, man. There's no way they should have won this league. No way. Yeah. We should have won this league easy.
Yeah. Well, easy. I mean, like it is annoying, but we've gone through a lot this season, innit? And like there's been a lot of disappointment. But I just have to the only thing I have to say is like, yeah, cool. Maybe there's been like a large portion of games where you could argue Liverpool probably should have drawn or probably deserved to lose, but you just have to give the props to them. They've been the most consistent. Like when it comes to delivering the things that make you win a league, they've just been the most consistent at doing that, and deservedly so. They end up winning the league. Like that's not like, yeah, we can call them crap or whatever, but like that's not even a conversation that we should be entertaining. Like we should be looking at ourselves in it, because there's loads of games, yeah, that like, for example, like we got the red card, the Declan Rice red card against Brighton. We was already 1-0 up. We should have saw out that game and got the 3 points.
Yeah, but this is hindsight now. You get what it is. Like you see, before it was red cards and stuff like that, and it did disrupt our flow because we was on a good flow with Brighton. We beat Tottenham. We drew Man City. That could easily have been a win as well. Last minute goal. This is hindsight now. But what I'm saying is the fact of the matter is this: we still lost the league by 20 points.
Yeah.
We're miles behind them. We didn't even beat Liverpool this season. We drew twice. We didn't even beat them. So by rights, we can't even say we should have won the league. They beat us. They've been the best team in the league by a mile. But don't get it twisted. This is not a very impressive Liverpool team. They're still like on the chain. If you speak to their fan base, they think they need about 4 or 5 players.
Yeah.
They need a left back, they need a centre back, they need a right back, they need a midfielder, they need a striker, they need a left winger.
Yeah.
This team think they need about 5 players, and they won the league by 20 points.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
It should never have been. It should never have been an easy league like that. It should never have been an easy league like that. And the fact and our owners,
we made it easy. We made it easy. The reason why it was so hard for us to win the league last season and the season before is because Manchester City made it hard for us. But when it came to us having to apply the pressure onto another team, we made it easy for them. They never had to worry, really. They never really had to worry about Arsenal. Like in hindsight, we can say this now. They never really had to worry. Like there's never been a point in the season where if we won a game and they lost a game, we would have gone above them. There's not one point in the season that's been the case. And every time that they did drop points, we dropped points. And then on the one occasion where they drop points and we gain points, the very next game week, we drop points and they gain those points back. So it's like it never happened anyway. I hear like, I'm super annoyed that this Liverpool team has been able to win the league as easily as they have. That's the thing that annoys me. But I can't be angry at anyone else bar myself because we made it that way. We made it.
I agree with that. But I'm just saying, if we don't buck up our ideas now, the same thing will happen next season.
Yeah, no, we have to.
You have to remember, Liverpool won the league, and I'll be deadly serious. They didn't even try. Not that they didn't try. I won't say they didn't try. Of course they tried. They tried in every game. It's hard. But I'm being serious. This league has got to be like they just kind of just cruised through. They kind of just carried on. You know, like a marathon, you're jogging, and normally at the end of the marathon you sprint.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? They were jogging the whole way. Then they turned around We're getting tired. We started fading back. They just carried on. Oh, everyone's falling back. Let's just carry on. Let's just carry on jogging at this pace. Then they look back and everyone's falling back again. Oh, let's just carry on at this pace. We're just fitter than everyone. Let's carry on jogging. Carry on jogging. Normally, you're meant to sprint at the end of the race, right?
Yeah, you are.
We just carried on. They just carried on jogging and jogging and jogging. Since when do you carry on jogging and the gap get bigger? What marathon do you know that someone just jogs and the gaps get bigger when they're jogging?
And do you know what?
You meant to sprint at the end of the marathon.
And this is, do you know what? And look, we're having this conversation now, and we can say this, yeah. Now, this is my issue, yeah. Why has our manager opted to give praise to the players opposed to not digging them out, pause, but like I feel like he's rewarding failure. Like if you think of it from like a psychological level, like if you take it to like if you think about for example, if you think about it from like a child father kind of relationship, which is very similar to a lot of these players. I'm not saying he's a father, he's not saying he's their father, but a lot of them are young. A lot of them came in when they were young. So he's sort of like the head figure of the house for them. Yeah. Now, whenever I did something bad, yeah, I'd get punished. But whenever I did something that my father was like, no, 100%, you cannot do this again. Yeah. I need to set an example. It got long. And then do you know what? I never did it again.
But you know what though? That's a good point that you make. But the difference is, like if you keep telling a child what to do and they don't listen, yeah, you just remove the problem. So you know how, like, if there's a person, if imagine you got a child and the child's on their phone all the time, you keep telling them, don't go on your phone after 7, and they keep going on the phone after 7, they go to bed and they're on all night. Don't go on your phone after 7, and they keep going on the phone. Don't listen. I'll take the phone. You get it? That's what Arteta, I expect him to do. You can keep saying to the players, yeah, keep going, man. We're good, man. You look what they've done. They're great. They've done their thing. I'm buying new players though.
Yeah, but that doesn't change. Like
it does. If I see Gyökeres, if you're in the changing room or you're on holiday because you got the summer, and you got your before preseason, and you're hearing Gyökeres is coming, Zubimendi's coming, Rodrigo might be coming. You're getting a new another midfielder. You're hearing for a fact things are changing, whether you like it or not. It doesn't make no difference to you. You know that. All these players, you don't want players to be playing in your position. They're going to be looking at Martinelli's going to be hearing the Rodrigo links, thinking, yeah, that's definitely my position. Havertz is going to be thinking, well, am I playing in the 10 or am I going to be playing up front? If they're looking at Gyökeres, or am I even going to get a game? Or Odegaard's going to be thinking, oh, Havertz is back now. Is he going to be playing in my position, or am I going to be playing there? You know what I'm saying? All these players are going to be thinking these things. The only people that won't be thinking that are Gabriel and Saliba. Even Reyes thinking about this new Spanish guy. Even Reyes thinking about it. So the only people that are not thinking about anything, because even Ben White and Timber are thinking about it, and even Calafiori and Luis Skelly are thinking about each other. The only people that in this team that are not thinking about players that are coming in or where they're going to play are Gabriel, Saliba, Declan Rice, and Bukayo Saka.
Yeah, but then, but I don't. It doesn't like. I hear the point of like, do you know what? I would hear the point if we were saying Arteta's learned that he cannot trust the majority of these players. And then in the summer window, we go and sign bare new players of a certain quality. Then I'd be like, all right, cool. Maybe this is Arteta's way of learning that he can't favor players just because he's seen them do certain good things in the past. I would hear that. But my issue, like for me, that's putting it on the players. I think he's culpable because in the 22-23 season, even though it shocked us all, we could have won the league that season. In the 23-24 season, yeah, so I say we should have. We was 2 points off of winning the league. We should have won that league. Yeah. Now, I'm just talking about the league there. Within those seasons, we should have won other things, even if we didn't win the league. Now, when it came to the end of the 22-23 season, he didn't call anything out. Cool.
Yeah.
We go on to the next season. We win nothing again. And the 23-24 season, he doesn't call out anything again. He just gives praise to the players and the staff and all of that. Cool. Boom. We go into this season now. We win nothing again. At the end of this season, again, he praised the players and the staff. He didn't call out anything again. So now I've got 2 seasons of evidence of the mentality that he's instilling, because it's a psychological thing. Like let's be completely honest. Like, yeah, players watch a lot of the media. Players will sit down and watch certain YouTubers that talk about them because they're human, just like us. They like to watch talk about football. They'll watch the Sky Sports, they'll watch the Talk Sport. They're constantly being like overloaded with information about them. Like, this person thinks I'm crap. Okay, this person thinks I should be shooting more. Yada yada yada, whatever it is, yeah. But the only person that they really listen to outside of maybe their close family is the manager. And if the manager is praising you for failing, yeah, you'll never have that feeling of like, oh shit, I
can't quite call it failing though. That's the only thing. Like that metric of trophy or not win trophy is a failure. I don't run by that metric. I can't quite say Champions League semi-final and all that is quite failing. Like PSG are a brilliant team. You can win, you can lose. I don't quite see that as failing. I see that as more. I think it's more the manager that's failing more so than the players. I think it's a 5 year. It's more of a 5 years that people are saying, okay, the tenure of the last 5 years is a failure. I can't say this season on its own. I can't say any individual season on its own is a failure because
I think this is the one season where you can say that. I feel like this is the one, and obviously, Kizzy, I understand you don't air your dirty laundry. I hear that part. So maybe he's saying this stuff behind the scenes. And I'm not saying that he should be like digging out the players' paws on a mad thing, but that speech that he gave at that home, it was so poor. Yeah. But I think this is the one season where no matter what part of the fan base you're on, whether you're super positive, whether you're super negative, whether you're in the middle, yeah, this is the one season where you can go, you know what, we actually failed. Because let's have it right. We got to the semi-final of a Carabao Cup. We should have beat Newcastle. We should have been in the final. If we're in the final, we probably win it.
Can't say we should have been in the final because they deserve to go through. They beat us times this year.
But what I'm saying is like there's in no scenario should we be playing Newcastle, yeah, and losing 4-0 on aggregate. That should never happen. I
agree with that, but they were definitely better than us. They were definitely better than us. It wasn't like we were the better team. We had a couple of chances.
But especially if you look at that point as well, we was second in the league. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we was actually performing much better than them across all competitions. So there's no reason why I should be losing 4-0. I hear the point of they was the better team. And then obviously in these cup competitions, the better team on the day wins, the better team over the 2-leg wins. I hear all of that. But Arsenal Football Club should never be losing 4-0 to anybody in a semi-final. Now that to me, we failed. We failed to secure the Carabao. We factually failed to win the Carabao Cup. Cool. We come to the Champions League. Sorry, let's go to the FA Cup first. We went out in the 4th round. to Manchester United, who are 16th in the Premier League. We got knocked out. They had 10 men as well. That's failure.
Mm-hmm.
That's like it's not even debatable. Like, and the thing is, I'm not even trying to swing the team or anything like that, or diss the club or anything like that. I'm just calling it as it is. That's failure. Yeah. Then you get to the Champions League. Cool. Champions League, neither here nor there in it. Like, I feel like the Champions League is the one competition that you can't really be too mad or sad or angry or anything. It's the Champions League. Like, realistically, anyone in that semi-final, we played anyone, we could have beat any of them, we could have lost to any of them. That's just the point you get to when you get to the semi-final of the Champions League. But we didn't win the Champions League. So factually, it's a failure. I can understand not setting the standard of, if you don't win the Champions League, then you should face this repercussion, because that's mad, because it's the Champions League. But we failed to win the Champions League. It's a fact. We failed to go through to the final. Fact. This is all fact. This is not my opinion. This is fact. Premier League. We went from last season being within 2 points of winning the Premier League to now, I don't even know how many points behind top place we are. That's how mad it is. I checked out. I should never be checking out of a season with like 8 games left to go. That's failure. We failed. Do you know what I mean? And you just said earlier, you feel Liverpool have been crap. Yeah. And you're looking a lot at Salah and Van Dijk having like standout seasons to help them go on to win the Premier League. This was a beatable Liverpool side. It's not like it was Man City of old. Like the last 2 seasons, we've gone up against Man City. It's not like them where they just overwhelm you. They just like you think you're gonna win something and then they've just gone and won 15 games in a row. Like, it's not like that. We failed. In every single competition, we failed. And this was in the one season where I think, if all of us are honest, as Arsenal fans, we had the highest expectation because of how good we did last season. So I think you can look at this season in isolation and go, we failed. And it's okay to fail. Fail is not a bad thing. Like, if you don't fail, there's nothing from you to learn from. Failure is not the bad thing. The bad thing is not learning from the failure. So obviously, this is why the transfer window is the biggest part of all of this, because I feel like we failed this season mainly because of our lack of activity in transfer windows. If we sign a striker in the summer, which we all know that we needed, and I don't care who the striker is, it just has to be someone that's of a certain level, can score goals, good goal scoring record. Their position is 9. They're not a false 9. They're not, I'm a left winger, but I can play 9. No, I'm a right winger, but I can play 9. No, I'm a striker. I'm a 9. We sign that person, we have a completely different season.
But it's not. But the thing is, it's not just about, like, everyone always says it's about winning and winning trophies, this or that. Yeah, cool. It is. That's the end game. But it's also about giving players and fans hope.
Yeah.
It's 100%. Not just about, like, going into those Champions League games. None of us believed truly in our heart, yeah, we can. We did believe it because on chance, like, anything can happen. But did we really believe we've got a better team than PSG? Do we really believe with Mourinho up front? Yeah, we're going to beat them easy. It's about hope. When Man City were going through the European competition and winning this competition and beating these teams, they knew they were better than them. When they're playing Real Madrid, they knew we're better than Real Madrid. Real Madrid come and play us the way they play, they're going to get slaughtered 3-4-0. When Man City were playing against Sporting Lisbon and stuff like that and all these teams, everyone knew Man City were better than them. Do we really know that we're better than these teams? Are we really actually, if we play Barcelona, we might look at it and be like, yeah, well, Saka's going to get more space on that side and Rice going to get more space here and stuff like that. But do we really believe that we're better than those teams?
I think we was more. A lot of my confidence for the Champions League came from the fact that I feel like the way that we played was more suited to the Champions League. So a lot of my confidence came from the fact that I feel like the way that we set up, the way that we play, I was that's where my confidence came from. And then also a lot of my confidence then also for beating PSG came from the fact that we just knocked out Real Madrid. I thought that these players would have been on so much of a high, like the confidence so high that I thought in the first leg at the Emirates, I thought we would have handled the tie in that leg. That's what I thought. I thought we would have handled the tie.
What without Partey?
At the Emirates. Yeah, I thought because the thing
No
is,
way.
yeah, do you know what it is? Maybe
Not without Partey.
Maybe it's naivety on my part, but I'm looking at how we play. I'm looking at the fact that we're at home.
Not without Partey. Not without Partey.
But then we had Partey in the second leg, and then it turned out that it doesn't actually really matter. So
it does matter because in the second leg we played far better than we did in the first.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We were all over them. We were all over them for 50 minutes, 45 minutes.
We played a lot better in the. But
so I'm not gonna let the result make me think that Partey wasn't a big miss. He was the reason that we were.
He was a big miss, and obviously it's something that like I took into consideration prior to the first leg. But I looked at other factors as well. Like, do you know what I mean? I looked at. And truth be told, I did personally, this is me now, I didn't expect Arteta to play Merino in the 8. I expected to see Merino in the 9.
I knew Merino would be in the 8. It makes sense for him to be. So that's where he plays.
But maybe that's why we had differing like opinions on that game, because I expected something else to happen. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't expect him, because I hear what you say when you say that Merino is an 8. Yeah, but he's on form for Arsenal in the 9. That's too big of a sacrifice, especially considering that everybody else that's played 9 for us.
But we had no 6. Who do you want to play in the 6? You want everyone to...
I would have sacrificed. Now see, me personally, I would have taken the risk of potentially doing worse in the 6 than doing worse in the 9. Because it's Champions League, you want to score goals. I would have taken.
That's hindsight. That's hindsight talking, though, man.
But it's not even hindsight, because I this was how I was thinking prior to the game.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's exactly the same as moving Merino. Like moving Lewis Skelly from his position is the same thing. Lewis Skelly has been one of our best players this whole season. You're moving one of our best players again. So it's like this is all hindsight, isn't it? It's neither here. The hindsight thing is neither here nor there. Like everyone can say what someone should have done, but I'm saying at the point, the reason is we didn't go into the game knowing that we're a better team than PSG. That's what it comes down to. You got to know if you had Rodrigo left wing, Gyökeres up top, Saka right wing. I know. I think we're better than them.
Yeah,
that's where the issue is. It's not whether or not we can put Marino in the.
Did you think we was getting knocked out?
I didn't think we was getting knocked out. I thought it was going to be a really, really close game. I thought it was going to be a 50-50 game.
Okay, cool.
I knew it was going to be like they just beat Liverpool, bro.
Yeah. No,
I knew it was going to be a 50-50 game. Like, because we beat Real Madrid, you play Real Madrid, you beat Man City. You play PSG, you got to beat Liverpool. It's like that. But if we beat Man City in the Premier League, it doesn't mean we're going to go on and beat Liverpool next game.
Yeah.
We're playing another top team. That's just how I saw it. So I just know it's going to be a tricky game either way. But I weren't having Marino up front doesn't excite me. He's been doing well. He's been scoring goals, but it does not excite me.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not exciting. Martinelli left wing. It's not exciting. You hope, hopefully he can be busy and do some stuff. It's not exciting, is it? It's not exciting play, is it?
Yeah,
Odegaard is not an exciting player, is he? It's not exciting enough. And where's Waneri? Don't get me started. I'm just gonna go on another rant for no reason.
Yeah, you know what? Obviously, yeah, I feel we can wrap it there. I'm gonna wrap it there. It's been a good conversation, and that Waneri that will that will open a whole new can of worms. And we could probably go for another hour, and I don't have the time to do that. So I got a lot of stuff I got to prep for. So yeah, big up. Love for coming through again. You know, I've enjoyed the conversation. You know, hope the people in the chat have enjoyed the conversation as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
We're here Mondays, man. We're here Mondays.
Yeah, man. Monday, 10 a.m. It's a regular thing. You know what I mean? And and I guess as we go, probably after this is probably realistically the last. Well, I guess maybe next week a bit, but it's the last time we'll actually ever talk about football. After that, it's just purely going to be transfer. What's happening in the transfer?
Yeah.
And all them things there. So, yeah, we're going to have to start doing some creative stuff, but don't worry, because if anybody can do creative things, it's definitely Halftime Hawks and Famzone TV. You get it? Make sure you're over there, liking, subscribing to their thing. Like I said at the start, they just hit 3K, but we don't end there. You know what I mean? 2026, if it's possible, let's let both of us get our plaques in it. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that fastest plaques in history of time. You know what I'm saying, people? But I am gonna send you across to Team Coppish. So just slap that hooks raid. I believe that they're talking about Kirkes and Liverpool transfers, and I know there's a lot of you in here that are Liverpool fans. So I think you'll enjoy that over there. Slap the hooks raid, like and subscribe, spam their chat, all of that good stuff, and I'll catch you next time. Come on, you.